Okay, I wanted to do kind of, maybe this will sound like a funny analogy about forgiveness and about how we can use the Savior's atonement. So I hope you can follow this with me. But when I had my hips replaced, which was about a year and a half ago, I kind of went into the decision with a lot of like fear and in a way had a lot of panic and did not want to have my hips replaced. I was hoping that God would heal me, that I could just not have another surgery, because I had already had how many surgeries? 7 surgeries by then. And these surgeries were very, very hard for me. I actually, when I have surgeries, I kind of feel like it relates to abuse. And when someone's like cutting into your body and your spirit kind of maybe steps out, sometimes it can feel like that. It can feel like a violation. And so with my replacements, I wanted to be awake for these surgeries. And the first one, I was awake, and I felt a lot better for that one, even though I could feel them kind of stitching me up at the end, but I felt better emotionally, that I could be there and stay in my body and stay present with my body through the surgery and give myself the support that I needed that way. And then with my second hip replacement surgery, I had a different anesthesiologist, and I expressed to him that I wanted to stay awake, but he decided, because I could feel the stitches at the end of the last one, that he should give me a little bit more anesthesia, and I fell asleep. And after that surgery, I woke up in tears. I was just bawling, like the emotion just overwhelmed me. It was pretty hard. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just what happened. It's just what came out of me. Then I started to ponder a lot about why God sometimes makes us go through things like that, and we don't get to just be healed by him. Why can't he just heal me? Why can't I just be healed? Why can't I just be whole? And as I pondered about the reason that my femur heads had to die and be cut out of me, kind of related to why the Savior had to die in his atonement for us. Because the way that I understood it after going through my training in the things that I've studied, how the emotions affect the body, I knew that I had shoved a lot of my emotion from the rape into my hips, and it was the reason. There's physical reasons too, but these hip diseases came from a line of child abuse as well. Child abuse, rape, and sexual abuse. And the hips are a place that represent our foundation. Fear of moving forward, family stuff gets stuck in the hips all the time. And so I was thinking about this relating to the Savior and how these emotions were being literally cut out of my body to help me deal with the burden. And I was being replaced with hips that were basically indestructible. And it was kind of an adjustment to make to... It just kind of felt like my hips were kind of clunky, like there was a separation again between my bottom half and my upper half. And as I just kept trying to move through and accept the metal that was placed into my body, I just related that to the Savior over and over and over again, because I didn't want the Savior to die either for my sins or for my burdens even, but the understanding of the spiritual, the unseen, the things that are put on you in child abuse. It's a physical thing. Emotions are chemical, toxic, just as much as it's spiritual. And so I kind of could see this like reason for transferring things that I couldn't handle, right? And letting it die so that you could have a rebirth or a resurrection in a way. And I believe that this is what the Savior did for us. He took on this emotion, the result of sin, whether it's sin from yourself or sin from others putting sin on you through abuse or whatever. All that stuff, all that spiritual energy, all of that negative stuff, the Savior was willing to take, and he was willing to die. And when he died, it satisfied justice, and he was able to be resurrected again so that we could all be resurrected again. I hope that makes sense, but that's something that has really helped me to understand what the Savior has done for us.